2 मिनट उन्होंने मणिपुर की बात की। मणिपुर में महीनों से आग लगी हुई है, लोग मारे जा रहे हैं, बलात्कार हो रहा है, बच्चों को मारा जा रहा है। और अगर आपने देखा होगा कल, तो प्रधानमंत्री हंस हंस के बोल रहे थे, मुस्कुरा रहे थे, जोक्स क्रैक कर रहे थे, हंस रहे थे। ये उनको शोभा नहीं देता है। हिंदुस्तान का प्रधानमंत्री, अगर इस देश में हिंसा हो रही है, दर्द हो रहा है, हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री को 2 घंटे मजाक नहीं उड़ाना चाहिए। विषय कांग्रेस नहीं था, विषय मैं नहीं था, विषय मणिपुर है। मणिपुर में क्या हो रहा है और उसको एकदम क्यों नहीं रोका जा रहा है, ये विषय है। मैं आपको अपना एक्सपीरियंस देता हूं, जो मैंने शायद अभी तक बोला नहीं, शायद पहले बोल देना था। मैं अब तकरीबन 19 साल से राजनीति में हूं और मैं हर स्टेट में गया हूं। बाढ़ आए, तूफान आए, सुनामी आई थी, हिंसा होती है, हम जाते हैं। 19 साल के एक्सपीरियंस में जो मैंने मणिपुर में देखा और सुना, वो मैंने कभी पहले नहीं सुना था। मैंने पार्लियामेंट में बोला कि प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, अमित शाह जी ने भारत माता की हत्या की है, मणिपुर में भारत को खत्म कर दिया है। मैंने ऐसे नहीं बोला था, ये खोखले शब्द नहीं है। मैं आपको समझाता हूं मैंने ये बात बोली क्यों। जब हम मणिपुर पहुंचे, हम लैंड किए, हमें मणिपुर में दौरा करना था। जब हम मेटे एरिया में गए, हमें साफ कहा गया था कि अगर आपकी सिक्योरिटी डिटेल में कोई भी कुकी होगा, उसको आप यहां मत लाइए क्योंकि हम उसको मार देंगे। और जब हम कुकी के एरिया में गए, हमें कहा गया अगर कोई मेटे आपकी सिक्योरिटी डिटेल में होगा, उसको आप मत लाइए, उसको हम गोली मार देंगे। हम जब गए, हमें मेटेज को परे करना पड़ा, हमें कुकीज को परे करना पड़ा। मतलब एक स्टेट नहीं है, आज 2 स्टेट है। स्टेट की हत्या कर दी गई है और उसको चीर दिया गया है। इसलिए मैंने बोला हिंदुस्तान की हत्या मणिपुर में बीजेपी ने कर दी है। और जब मैंने कल प्रधानमंत्री को देखा हंसते हुए, मजाक उड़ाते हुए, मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा था कि हिंदुस्तान का प्रधानमंत्री इस प्रकार से कैसे बोल सकता है। प्रधानमंत्री को यह पता नहीं लग रहा है कि हमारे देश में क्या हो रहा है। छोड़िए, नहीं जाना चाहते हैं, उसके भी कारण हैं, शायद मैं बता नहीं सकता हूं आपको, उसके कारण हैं। मगर अगर जा नहीं सकते हैं तो मणिपुर के बारे में बोले तो। हिंदुस्तान की आर्मी, आप सब जानते हो, सेना को आप जानते हो, जो मणिपुर में हो रहा है, हिंदुस्तान की सेना उसको 2 दिन में रोक सकती है, 3 दिन नहीं लगेंगे। अगर हिंदुस्तान की आर्मी को कहा गया कि यह तमाशा बंद करो, 2 दिन में यह तमाशा, ड्रामा बंद हो जाएगा। प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर को जलाना चाहते हैं, आग बुझाना नहीं चाहते हैं। यह है सच्चाई। अब आप अपने सवाल पूछिए। वुड यू लाइक मी टू से इट इन इंग्लिश? I watched the Prime Minister of India yesterday speaking for 2 hours, laughing, joking, लगाing naras in the parliament. The Prime Minister would say, one line and the entire BJP would shout another Nara, you know. The Prime Minister seems to have forgotten that the state of Manipur is on fire and has been on fire for 4 months. Women and children are dying over there. People are being murdered. Women are being molested, are being raped. And the Prime Minister of India is sitting in the middle of the parliament shamelessly laughing. This is not about Rahul Gandhi. This is not about the Congress party. This is not about the opposition. This is about India. It's about our country. A state has been decimated. It has been destroyed. It does not exist anymore. And it has happened because of the politics of the BJP. Divide and rule and burn. That is why in my speech I said, Bharat Mata has been murdered in Manipur. It's very interesting. For the first time, the words Bharat Mata have been expunged from the parliament. It's an insult to those words. Whatever I said that is wrong. I have said Bharat Mata, which is an idea, which is the idea of India, where everybody lives peacefully, harmoniously, with affection, has been killed in Manipur. It's a fact. So, the word itself now cannot be spoken by the people of India. We cannot say Bharat Mata in parliament. I want to tell you about my own personal experience of Manipur. I've spoken to you about, I spoke in parliament about the women I met, the pain I heard, but I want to tell you why I said India has been murdered in Manipur. And I said it because Manipur no longer exists as a state. A state requires control. A state requires authority. That is disappeared in Manipur. It does not exist. And I saw this with my own eyes. When we went to Manipur, when we went to the Meitei area, we were categorically told that please ensure, we want you to come, we love you, but please ensure that if there are any cookies in your security detail, they do not come into our area or we will shoot them. When I went into the cookie area, we were told the same thing. We love you, we want you to come. But please make sure, if there are any Meiteis in your security detail, we will shoot them. Do not bring them here. Before going to the Meitei area, we had to remove all cookies from our security detail. Before going to the cookie area, we had to remove all Meiteis from our security detail. When we went there, the security forces, central security forces, told us we have never seen anything like this. We were told it is completely outside our control. Okay? That is why I said Manipur has been murdered by the BJP, and the idea of India has been murdered by the BJP in Manipur. I was not speaking metaphorically. I was speaking literally. Now, the Indian army, it will take the Indian army 2 days to put an end to the nonsense that is going on in Manipur. The Prime Minister refuses to stop the fire. He wants Manipur to burn. He allows Manipur to burn. Because if he did want it to stop, there are tools in the hands of the Indian government that can stop it immediately. I know. I have full faith in our army. I know. And every Indian citizen knows that if the Indian army is told, please put an end to this, it will stop immediately. There are reasons for the PM not being able to go to Manipur. I'm aware of those reasons. I don't want to say them publicly. But there are clear reasons as to why the Prime Minister is not going there. That is why we wanted the Prime Minister to speak in Parliament. That is why we wanted Manipur to be on the agenda in Parliament. And what did the Prime Minister do? He ridiculed the state. He ridiculed the women of the state. He laughed at the women of the state. That's the truth. Now please ask your questions. Sanjeev, Mike denial. Finally, I just want to say one thing again in English. See, the Prime Minister, when he becomes Prime Minister, he ceases to be a politician. He becomes the representative of the voice of this country. The politics should be put aside, and the Prime Minister should speak not as a petty politician, as the leader of a political party, but the Prime Minister should speak with the weight of the Indian people behind him. And it's tragic to watch Mr. Narendra Modi. It's sad, because the Prime Minister does not understand what he actually is. He is our representative. He's my representative. He's all our representative. And watching the Prime Minister spend 2 hours talking about the Congress, talking about the opposition, making ridiculous remarks about the name, this really does not do justice to an Indian Prime Minister. I've seen Prime Ministers from the Congress party, I've seen Prime Ministers from the BJP, I've seen Mr. Vajpayee, I've seen Mr. Dev Gowda. None of them have ever done this. There's a complete misunderstanding in the mind of Narendra Modi ji about what the Prime Minister of India is.
Rahul ji, you wanted the Prime Minister to speak in Parliament, and now that he's spoken, and you've said that he wants Manipur to continue to burn. So what is the Congress Party's next step to retrieve Manipur and save it?
The only conclusion I can draw, because the Prime Minister has tools in his hand that can stamp out the fire in Manipur certainly within 3 or 4 days. But for some reason he's refusing to use those tools. Right? The Prime Minister could at least go to Manipur, talk to the communities, and say, I'm your Prime Minister. Let's start talking. It will be taken seriously. So I don't see any intention.
राहुल जी, कल ये भी प्रधानमंत्री ने अपने भाषण में कहा कि 2018 में ये लेके आए थे, 2023 में विश्वास प्रस्ताव लेके आए और 2023 में भी लाएंगे। तो एक तरीके से उन्होंने साफ तौर पर ये कह दिया कि मैं तो